here so I don't get fined.
First took away. Yes, with this. Get your money's worth now.
Yo, it's Cheddar Chaz and Chris in the building. I'm going to ignore his screen name. This program is brought to you by Scott Vicknair Injury Lawyers. Have you been injured in any kind of accident, car, truck, 18-wheeler, or hurt offshore? Scott Vicknair handles it all. Give them a call, y'all, at 504-5004 for free. Yes, free consultation. They always fight for the win. Chris, the floor is yours, brother. Can you hear me? Yo, make sure everybody hitting the like button. Make sure everybody, hitting the share button. Make sure y'all, y'all commenting. Make sure y'all a part of the program. Oh, we starting off on the right foot. Shout out to 504 boy. Ooh, little hustler. I got my knife. Whatever kind. Ready to bust on you. Shout out to your big dog. What up, 5? We got 5 in the building. 5, there's money. There's blessings among us.
Is that the extended version?
Oh, look, the whole video, the video gets way crazier. If y'all ever want to see the full video one day, let me know. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. We appreciate all y'all. We got Jeff Whitey in the building. We got Quincy Harvey. We got DJ McGuire. We got Joey Silva, Lucas. I'm sure Cohen here somewhere. Killer Cam, Donald. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Oh, we got Mr. T joining us. What's popping? We got the infamous Mr. T joining. But Chris, you said you had something you wanted to get off your chest, brother. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
Well, first, I want to go ahead and welcome Ross to the show. Ross, nice having you here. So look, right, the Pelicans won today, and for a lot of people, or for some folks, that's going to be like a temporary distraction. And I'm sure that's exactly what people want inside that building right now want to happen. Because I'm going to show y'all somebody. What is that here? You guys know who this is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Walter White.
That's Walter White.
The Walter
White. Now look, outside of the meth and the drugs and the murder and everything else that takes place in Breaking Bad, this show is really about this guy fucking up everything. Everything. Families, his family, his life, greed, mistakes, and a lack of accountability. For every mistake that he makes, he continues to make mistake after mistake after mistake, and somehow dignifies it. Somehow says, hey, wasn't my fault. Until ultimately, you know what happens? He fucking dies. He fucking dies at the end. And look.
It's fucked up for anybody that never seen Breaking Bad.
But I ain't gonna lie, I had stopped watching. That's how the show ends.
The entire show is about him fucking up. It's about his mistakes and him not owning up to it. Now look, when we were originally about his wife's terrible.
For sure.
We were originally this show. By the time the Zion news had came out, he getting suspended. I forgot all about the fucking game, and I didn't care at that point. Whether they won or lost didn't matter because this win does not change the course of this season. It does not. Shout out to the guys that went out there and played. Shout out to CJ DeJounte, but it don't change nothing. Like this Zion shit, bro, it's so fucking crazy because I watched Jimmy Butler get suspended for 7 games, and all Jimmy Butler said is, "I don't want to be here." He ain't finished the sentence, and Pat Riley said, "We suspended you 7 games." Now, meanwhile, I don't know. There's a show that had been here for a little bit saying they should have probably disciplined this man a long fucking time ago. You wait until you're 7-31. You wait until we are almost 40 games into the season until you decide to do something and you suspend him for 1 game. That's gonna show him. You put out a press release. You do all this shit. And here's the thing. There's folks that's gonna say trade him, right? If you're going to suspend him or if you're at this point, trade him. You can't trade him. And guess what? David Griffin shouldn't be allowed to trade him. David Griffin can't trade him because his job's on the line. His job is attached to Zion Williamson. You trade him, you have to go. And you have not proved that if you do trade him, you can get what you want for him. We have been on this show talking about Zion's lack of maturity. We have talked about Zion's lack of growth with some of the decisions that he's made. We talked about that. But more than anything, what we need to be talking about from here on, Chaz has been saying fire David Griffin. He got shirts, he got hoodies, buy him $27.50. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this shit needs to be about from here on. I wish that there was a way that they could somehow hide, if they could hide New Orleans or anything Louisiana related on these fucking jerseys or from the Pelicans, and it was just blank Pelicans, if they turned into the Albuquerque Pelicans, it wouldn't matter to me. I wouldn't even be a fucking fan of the team anymore. But I can't go anywhere now. I'm fucking stuck. Yeah, remember when Chaz had that video talking about he's on the pipe? He's on the pipe. He's talking about me. It's been 20 years. I can't leave this fucking team. I can't do shit about them until they leave the goddamn city, and we have to continue to watch shit like this happening, bro. You suspend him for one game? This ain't the first time he was late for a plane, y'all. For those who don't know, this ain't the first time he missed a flight. This is the first time he's been late to practice. This ain't the first time he's been late to anything. This is 6 years of it. So anybody that wants to come here and be positive and say, hey, they're doing a great job now, they're finally deciding to say something, you missing the fucking point. You don't wait 6 years to finally address something. Do that with your dog and watch what the fuck your dog ends up being. Do that with your child and watch your child be in prison by goddamn 18 years old. See what the fuck happens. You gotta address shit early, dog. And motherfuckers been here way too long to just be like, oh, like it's been repetitive from ownership group to president of ops to GMs over and over again, and no one wants to hold the right people at the fucking fire, so they get to get on podiums, they get to leave out press releases and get fake statements that they put up for Zion Williamson about him apologizing to the city and to the people like he really meant that shit. What the fuck he gonna learn from missing a random game in goddamn January against the Sixers, a game that who knows if he wanted to play? And you know the most fucked up part about it, Five?
What's that?
They season ticket holders were here on the road game. The Pelicans do shit. There's a tweet for those of y'all that don't know, and I'm done. I promise. I'm done after this for a little bit. Shout out to Will Nolan. The Pelicans seriously chartered a plane full of their biggest season ticket account buyers to the game, and they suspended their game. What kind of business is that? You chartered people who may have taken off work, who may have put in vacation days, who may have done whatever to be a part of tonight, whatever experience you put together for your season ticket holders, to go to cold-ass Philadelphia for a game that does not matter. And I'm sure they all wanted to see Zion Williamson, the most exciting thing we've seen in 2 weeks. And guess what? They don't get to see him because you can't figure out a way, or you haven't found a way to hold him accountable over time. You picked the day. What kind of business is that? Who does that? Who does that? That's it. Who does that?
No one knows. No one knows who is the person that actually, told Zion, like, all right, he's going to be suspended. Like, who was the person that raised their hand and said, we're going to suspend him tonight? In my opinion, I don't even think it's Griff, to be honest. I don't think it's Griff. There's no way Griff does this. This doesn't seem like a Griff move. I think this is a Willie Green call, to be quite honest. I think he just got fed up about it. Like, no, we need to do something about it. Something needs to happen now. Like, he's playing, he's able to play now. Let's suspend him now. For some reason, it's time to show Zion a lesson. This is stupid. This is dumb. What kind of organization? We've been talking about how, stupid this organization. I couldn't think of a better word, but they don't know how to run a team. At any juncture, at any point, at any time, they don't know what they're doing. we could probably do better. And we don't even, we just watch basketball. We don't have the background to say that we could do it, but yet I feel like we could do a way better job than anything David Griffin has done for this team, this organization. Willie Green the same way. I don't know why we continue to watch this team. Only because it has New Orleans on the front of the jersey. That's it.
Why have all this? Why are you so bitter? Why this bitterness?
You treat me like a dog and you expect me to smile? You remind me of a jackass.
You know what really pissed me off?
What's that?
This notion of like, I think Willie Green had the quote something like, he's taking accountability for it and we're going to move on. Like, you don't expect me to believe that. I don't know who you expect to believe that, but you think a guy that's been doing this for 6 years and you give him a little slap on the wrist, hey, you're gonna get suspended for this one game. He's accepted accountability. He understands the mistake. He's going to move on. Yeah, I'm sure he will. Give me a break. This is such a like posturing move. It just made me sick, to be honest. It's pathetic. I mean,
he should have been suspended during the bubble.
Chris, that's the funny part. Is they're making it seem like, we're going to nip this in the bud right now. Oh, he missed a flight like 3 weeks ago. He went home and they tried to claim it was doctor's orders. There ain't no doctor's orders. He just went home. If you knew the amount of stuff this dude has missed, no-showed. There's been countless times that we have heard they don't even know where he is.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. Yep. Game days, practice days, times when he's been injured, definitely the offseason, where there are people within the organization who cannot get in touch with Zion. They don't know where he is, what he looks like, what state he's in, whether he's played basketball. None of that. That ain't me making shit up. This is truth. Okay. So if you think a little one game, like, we got him now. We've got this thing wrangled. These people are a joke.
If you want to make a statement, suspend him 10 games. Suspend him you suspend him one fucking game in a league where, once again, a real an actual organization with standards. After a game they won. The Heat won that game with Jimmy got on there and said he didn't feel like he had a future in Miami. And before he got on the fucking plane, they told him, "You not suiting up the next 7 games." And that's Jimmy Butler. That's a guy who's been to the finals twice, right? That's a guy who's been an All-NBA player. That's a guy who's been to multiple All-Star games. When he pulled the shit that he pulled in the bubble, if you wanted to handle it right, if you wanted to handle it like this is almost like you said, Ross, a posturing move, but it's a desperation move for PR to say, hey, we don't know what to do with this guy anymore. We tried everything. And look, Zion ain't he's not innocent in all of this. No. He's not fucking innocent in this at all. But we can't let this deflect from the fact that David Griffin or this organization group does not know how to deal with real superstars. So they would rather pander with B players, B plus players. They'll rather deal with and give all of their attention to C plus players or really good role players, fringe players, because they don't know and have not known how to deal or handle with someone like Zion Williamson since he walked in that fucking building. Now, he's a grown man, and it's time for him to make better decisions on his own, because whether or not he wants to be in New Orleans, you can't get out by not playing games. You can't. At some point, your ass got to play. But when it comes to the organization and David Griffin, somebody got to be held accountable. You don't wait till year 6 to finally say we are showing discipline. We are putting our foot down. You do it in year 1. You do it in year 2. You do it earlier when you knew he was missing shit then. You knew he was late then. You knew he was coming into shape or coming out of shape in the camp then. You take care of it then, bro. You don't wait then now and then act like, we did all we could do. That's bullshit. And it's people that are going to believe that, hey, you see what they did? Pelicans finally stand up to Zion. No, they not. No, they're not. It's people trying to say their job and trying to solely put the blame on them when they need to come out at some point and take responsibility for the shit that they have not done. And that's what we need to see. From Griffin to ownership to Willie Green, it's not enough people in charge, not enough fucking leaders that come out and say, hey, we didn't fuck this up too.
Hey, just let me let y'all know a secret. It's not just Zion.
No.
They don't hold anyone accountable. They all do this bullshit.
And that's the hard part. Oh shit! Welcome back to the fucking show.
Yeah,
That's the
like,
shit that really bothers me, Ross.
This woman obviously had lost her damn mind.
That's the shit that really bothers me. It's the word standard, right? What standard do you have? What's like standard would tell me like, hey, we've been doing this since the beginning. This is our standard. He's been doing this. Just let him continue to do it at this point. Don't try it now. It's too late. Like as Chris,
we're gonna figure it out.
Y'all just keep pressing buttons. But that's the shit that bothers me. Like there is no standard. Why do we continue to talk about a standard that doesn't exist?
What's up, guys?
What's their standard? Five. What's their current standard? What's the standard that they think they have?
Empathy, passion, joy. I don't fucking know. Nah, just go out there and play basketball. And whoever gets hot, and we're gonna try to win it that way. Like, I don't know what their standard is. They don't know what their standard is.
I hope someone in that post probably won't happen this game, but I hope at some point somebody asks David Griffin, what are the team standards that you referenced in your statement after the Zion suspension? You referenced him failing to meet our team standards. Can you please detail what those team standards are so that the public has an idea of what the hell you're talking about? Because his last sentence was very David Griffinish, the same bullshit you always hear. I'm going to read it real quick just so everybody can vomit in their mouth. I'm confident he will continue to evolve positively on and off the floor. What the fuck does that mean?
We got the whole squad. Ross, do you think what's up, guys? I missed y'all. What's up, chat? Missed everybody.
I didn't know if Justin knew the directions to get here anymore.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's this man right here. That's crazy.
Oh.
So I caught like the first appreciate the super chat, Will Chill. Chaz, what's up, man? I caught like the first like 10 minutes. I think everything what y'all have said is absolutely spot on. Have y'all talked about like how this has been 6 years worth of this shit? Like, has that been talked about? Like, I heard Jared talk about, like, what is a one-game suspension going to do, right? Why didn't this happen day one? And how many times has this happened is my thing.
Go ahead, Chase.
See, hold on. Before y'all say anything, listen, I want to say this. This show fire. I ain't even come here to pod. Fuck the game. I didn't watch the game. I don't care about the game, right? I just wanted to say this. I'm sitting in my living room with my lovely wife, right? I'm watching y'all on the fucking big screen. I said, them motherfuckers good. Right? So check this out. We eating pizza. We eating Theo's. Shout out to Theo's. I got a piece of pizza in my hand. I'm talking to my wife. Just enjoying the fucking stream. I said my dog ain't pod in 3 weeks. You think I'm not about to pod now? Are you crazy? Come on, man.
What's up, Lito? Yeah, so I've been busy, but y'all been holding it down. Chaz, Chris, Five, Lito, Ross. Shout out to y'all. Go ahead, Chaz. This is I don't know what you're doing here, but I saw the Pelicans won tonight. But
yeah. Well, not exactly. It's very rare you manage to lose twice in one evening, but I'm gonna say this about the Pelicans, bro. And again, this is just me talking. This is the disclaimer. You see, it's a lot like a certain organization, right? That I'm not going to name the organization, but I'm just going to say this organization loses money every year. It loses tens of millions of dollars every year, and it's subsidized by much greater organization that we happen to cover, that being the NBA. That's as much as I'm going to say about identifying said organization. All right. There was a player that came to that organization. And, people in the media had all kind of complaints about this organization. People like, oh, this is unfair. But nobody said this thing, and this is the elephant in the room. This isn't a real sport. This is something we gave you guys to do. That's the bottom line, right? And it's the Pelicans. The Pelicans aren't a real organization. The Pelicans aren't a real basketball franchise. Pelicans never stated any real goals. They've never stated any real objectives. They never set any real. They don't have any standard bearers necessarily. They don't necessarily have any good end game experience. They don't have a style of play. There's nothing you can point to aside from injuries and say, hey, that represents the Pelicans. That's Pelicans basketball. The name sucks. That's New Orleans basketball. People don't like the jerseys. People don't like the fucking front office people. People don't like the team. It's all of these weird just representation hires. You got token here, token there, token everywhere. And all these people suck. They're incompetent. You don't even know what some of these people do. It's been terrible from the beginning. It's been terrible across the board. I've had players' family members tell me that they have issues with the in-game experience. Now, this is players' family members. If anybody should be able to enjoy themselves, I would imagine it's my old lady, it's my mama, it's my aunt, etc. But it doesn't stop there, right? It's been a top to bottom issue across the board between both organizations. But we're going to focus on the Pelicans. We're just going to focus on the Pelicans here. Zion is a terrible professional, right? People, you don't want to lose the plot, right? The plot isn't that he got suspended. It's that it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter at this point. The season is over. You're not setting a precedent. You don't looking around. You probably only have one or two players who's realistically a part of your future, right? You just announced one of your core people is out for the year, who he probably should have been out for the season when he initially got hurt. He probably should have never came back, right? From top to bottom, this has been an organizational failure. The only time you've seen David Griffin, to Justin's point, is when he's patting himself on the back. When he's sticking his thumb up his ass. He comes out, to pat himself on the back about Herb. Oh, Herb, shout out to Herb with his school or whatever. Shout out to him with his alma mater. Comes out, stick his thumb back up his ass. Oh, Herb, Misi, rookie of the month, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Brother. And this is, I don't want to say this in poor taste because of the tragedy that's happening in California. Thoughts and prayers to those people. But brother, the building is on fire, right? Your team is awful. And you really don't have any prospects of getting better in the short term. You have no real direction or path you can realistically take to improve in the short term. Because we used to say maybe 2-3 seasons ago, look, if it goes bad, you can get a bunch of picks for Brandon. You can get a bunch of picks from Zion. That's not an option anymore, brother. Everything points back to you. It's a lot easier to get another David Griffin. It's a lot easier to get another Willie Green. You can get about 5-6 Swin catches. I don't know what the fuck Swin does, right? So all that being said, and I'm gonna just say this, I'm gonna keep it real. This I don't mean this. I'm not trying to offend nobody, the players or nothing like that. Dog. All that matters is Zion. like David Griffin don't matter. Dennis Lauscher don't matter. Nothing matters, and that's because you don't have. It's the most difficult thing to replace. That's the stupid part. It's the most difficult thing to replace, and you've mishandled it every step of the way. This is you don't start raising your kids at 30. You don't start holding them accountable at fucking 28. Hey, you came in late. Like, dog, my curfew's 5 a.m. I'm a grown ass man. At this point, again, like, what season was this? It was the B.I. toe season. B.I. toe season. Y'all, we got a story here. You fucked up the hotel accommodations for the team that year, right? You can't even get the team hotel accommodations right. You can't get this right. You can't get that right. You're just a fuck up. The organization is a fuck up. It breeds fuck ups. And it really, I think the best thing moving forward is you gotta remove David Griffin from the equation if you want any chance at salvaging. Fuck Zion. Take Zion out the equation. Let's pretend Zion don't exist. Whoever you draft, you're gonna inherit similar problems because the same father of the team is in the household. You have to remove David Griffin from the equation.
So, Chaz, let me ask you this, because your rant is absolutely 100% correct. And
I want to say this. That wasn't a rant. That wasn't a rant. That was a soliloquy. But
there you go.
I digress.
My point being, though, you mentioned a couple of things, right? So you gotta get David Griffin out of the building. Cool. Who's changing the in-game experience? Who's changing the food? Who's changing the seating? Who's changing all that shit? Who's in charge of that? Because if you fire David Griffin, like, you still got to have a and look, the family members, all that stuff. Like, I hear it from fans all the time. One of my best friends, I was just with him a couple nights ago. He goes, I went to the Timberwolves game. It was one of the worst in-game experiences I've ever witnessed in my entire life. The halftime show sucked. The in the quarters sucked. The food sucks. The product sucks. So, like, to your point, there's nothing good about this franchise. And, like, this show, shout out to everybody on this panel, because we take a lot of heat for just being real with y'all instead of lying like a lot of other people do. It sucks. The product sucks. And the funny part is the fans deserve better. And it goes back to the point. I think Jarrett made it earlier in the show, where this was a game for season ticket holders. I mean, it was Chris. This was a game for season ticket holders to travel to a different city to see your team, and you suspend Zion Williamson. It's just like the home opener where Zion Williamson, everyone's excited. Zion Williamson doesn't show up because of a sickness, right? And I keep saying sickness. This isn't the first time. This isn't the 10th time. This is like the fucking 50th time. Missed flights, sicknesses, random injuries, it's all fugazi. It's fairy dust. What is it? What's the line, Ross? What is it?
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. It's not an elemental chart. Something has to change, but Chaz, like, I'm interested to hear what the rest of the panel thinks, but if David Griffin does get fired, does that change everything else?
I think that will be the first sign of accountability you've seen. Dale Demps didn't get this amount of bandwidth that David Griffin got. He did. David Griffin's one of the highest paid executives in the NBA. The man has pretty much carte blanche. He's been given he himself has complimented Gail Benson on the bandwidth he'd been given and things that have been afforded to him to rebuild this franchise. Because make no mistake, this wasn't sold as a rebuild. It was sold as a rebrand, a reorganization. David Griffin was brought in to make this a serious team. This team was more serious, more accomplished, more heralded under Dale Demps. Dale Demps won series. Dale Demps beat the NBA champion or had multiple victories against the would-be NBA champions in the playoffs. Dale Demps, at least there was a level of respect there. You didn't hear necessarily about these things aside from maybe Tyreke Evans and some of the shit he had going on off the court, but you didn't necessarily hear about these things or these matter of issues necessarily. Not even with the medical staff, you didn't hear about these things. You can't avoid it. A motherfucker will literally stop you in the middle of the street. I'm sure this has happened to all of us. They will stop you. Hey, ain't you on Propel Talk? Yeah, right. Did you know that the whole team got salmonella poison? That's why they played like that. Things like this happen. This really happens.
Right.
We not lying to y'all. People DM me every day Shout out to my dog who DM me. They saw Token in the gym today. On his phone, Kiki Ken like a sissy. A fucking get these guys out of here. What are we doing?
You know what's fucked up?
Yo, free tots.
I'm a play it again. This only happened 8 times this year. I'm gonna play it again.
Finally, the tots have come back to New Orleans.
Saturday too.
Yeah.
Y'all anything else? I mean, someone, if y'all want to talk about more about, I know y'all want to drop the link tonight for the fans to come on and talk. Do y'all want to talk a little more before we do that?
I want to say this. Oh, my bad.
Oh, there he is. Now we potting.
Hey, I want to say this. Yo, like people talking about, I see people on Twitter saying this is not a big deal, the suspension. And it's like, you holding them accountable in year 5 for year 1 stuff. Like, this is not the first.
Leo, I got corrected. I'm sorry, it's year 6.
I'm sorry, pardon me. You're holding them accountable in year 6 for year 1 stuff. Like you just started holding him accountable.
It's not how you spell tots.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, prospect. All right, brother.
Hey,
Piece of blessing.
This woman obviously had lost her damn mind. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breasts and she's juggling them. Look like she's about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties. Spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what's on the video. Spreads her cheeks. This is madness.
They holding them accountable in year 6 for year 1 stuff. Like this is a behavior that is not new. These things, I mean, and this is not the first flight. That's the crazy part about it. Like, bro, people don't just miss flights. That's supposed to be an anomaly. It's like you miss a moment.
It's a flight. I've missed maybe like in my regular life, right? I've missed 2 flights in my life, right?
What was that for the San Antonio game?
two flights in my life, and I've been drunk. I've been in every condition possible, and I've missed 2 flights. Zion has missed multiple flights. This is his job in a matter of 6 years. Like, look, and here's the thing. You know, this is what really bothers me the most, and I would hope whether it's someone else after David Griffin or new ownership, whatever the case may be, to me, you got to change the fucking attitude, bro. And this almost like this cockiness, as if you are even like you're Golden State, you're Boston, you're none of them. This thought as if you've done something or you've earned something when you haven't. Even if you've made small climbs, it's not to where you can get in front of everyone and say, don't worry, guys, we got it. We got everything under control. You don't. And it's not even just that. It's not only do we have anything under control, but if you question us, we coming after you. If you question us, you ain't coming in this building. If you question us and you say things that we don't agree with us, that even if they're true, if you're objective, you hating on us or you don't know what you're talking about versus, hey, you know what? We have fucked a little bit of this up. Or hey,
I snort a little blow in college.
Yeah. Cool. But look, the notion is if the notion of we have everything figured out versus we're trying to figure this out. We're trying to find ways, find things to get this thing to work. Things haven't completely went as planned, but hey, we're trying this, we're trying that. We're going to figure it out. I believe in my guys versus we have it. Yeah, we got it. Don't worry about it. And you end up getting statements that make people that sound like you're questioning or you're challenging the intelligence of the consumers and the people that are buying tickets, the people that are showing up and watching the games, the people that are covering the games. You hear so many things, you'd be like, That sound like bullshit, didn't it? Yeah, it did. And no one says anything. They just accept it. Everyone does. And this has happened over and over and over again. Now that more and more people are seeing it and are tired of it, they say, well, now we got to do something. It's terrible. But more than anything else, you cannot continue to feed people bullshit, things that you know are not going to work, things that you know have a slim chance of winning or working, and then act like we the assholes for questioning it. Act like we the bad people for saying that's probably not a good idea. And it's happened over and over and over again, bro. They have not done enough to be able to question the people in a city like that. They've not done enough. The organization ain't good enough. The building ain't good enough. The food ain't good enough. The people, y'all said the in-game entertainment, and more than anything else, the fucking product ain't good enough. The product ain't did it. The product ain't won a playoff series. You right. Chaz, Dale Demps has ran laps around David Griffin. Now, ask a random person on the street that's only been here for the David Griffin experience. Or ask somebody right now, ask a random person that's not watching the Pelicans. You know what they'll tell you? Oh, he's done all that he could. It's Zion's fault. It's Brandon's fault. No. It's 6 years. It's multiple playing games, two playoff series, and a combined 2 playoff wins. That's all you have to show for it. That's a failure, bro. That's a failure.
I mean, I don't think he could have said that any more eloquent. I mean, truthfully, that's really what it boils down to. When I say it's like David Griffin, you're dude. It would be impossibly easy to replace this guy, Willie Green. It's impossibly easy. The fact that you're still leaning into such a bad product when the players, the GMs, those are always the first to go. Like real organizations, they nip this shit in the bud immediately. You just saw it with the Detroit Pistons. They gave Monty Williams a fucking Brinks truck of money. And they said, Monty, we no longer need your services, brother. No longer need your services. And they got him the fuck out of here. Now they're thriving. Guys who we thought may even be like, they were kind of viewed as bust almost in a Jaden Ivey before his injury, thriving. You know what I'm saying? Duran's still not very good, but he's playing a little bit better. But the point, even Cade, excellent. Killian Hayes, they tried. Killian, get out of here. You'll never play in this country again. Get him out of here. All right? Not Killian, in Turkey somewhere. But the point is, they made sweeping watershed changes. They recognized they were going in a bad direction, and they pivoted. You got a fucking coach saying, yo, I'm gonna keep it $1 with you. We ain't never really won without Derek Carr. Okay, that tells me what I know about you. I don't need. All right. Pleasure meeting you, brother. Next, get Aaron Glenn in the building. I don't want that type of psyche in my building no more. I just don't want that type of psyche, that losing mentality in the building anymore. Griff just breathe. These dudes. I can't. They're a pack of sissies. Is what it is. They're a pack of fucking weenies, a pack of fucking losers, some L7s, bitch made, perpetrating, faking the fraud, should have been born abroad, bitch ass executives. Get them out of the fucking building. Get them out the city. If you don't get them out the building, you don't get them out the organization, nothing else you do matters. And nothing else you do matters. Ja would be in Angola right now. Nothing else you do matters. And I don't understand it. Like, this is the clear next step. This is where you move along. And I just don't understand how they can't see this. I'm not saying that they don't see this, because I don't know what Gail sees at this point. And this isn't something you do in the middle of a season. This is something you do in the off season. So we'll have to reevaluate then, but the signs just ain't there. Signs ain't there.
Have y'all talked about like Zion's no, Spectator, stop it. You and my other stop.
Shout out to Canes, man.
Shout out to Canes.
Y'all rich. I eat churches.
Have y'all talked about like Zion's actions causing people's jobs? Have y'all like touched on that? Like, why is that gone under the radar? And like the one guy that like obviously comes up to my mind is Aaron Nelson. You know, you say he's done this multiple times, right? Just like the flight stuff. Like once again, we have told you multiple times just this year how he misses pre and post game treatments, pre and post practice treatments. At this point, like you're costing people jobs now, Zion. Like this isn't just like this one-off, like you get a 1-game suspension. It's a slap on the wrist. At the end of the day, though, multiple people have lost jobs because of you. And we just kind of just brush it under the rug, and that's really it. Like Ross, like or Lito or Jerry, whoever, like is this salvageable? Like, can Zion thrive in this organization?
Not under this leadership. I mean, that's clear. That's been clear. No one is thriving under this leadership, and it's like Chris said it earlier. Like Zion is not absent of fault here. He's very much to blame for his actions, or really his inactions, I think, and his immaturity and things like that. But at the end of the day, for me, there was someone that not only allowed this, but enabled it to a certain degree. And that's the person that I choose to focus on. A kid that breaks the rules needs to be disciplined. That's all this is. But you can't let that kid break the rules until he's a teenager and then expect to try. You're so far down that path that he now needs new leadership. But it's not just him. It's the entire organization. It's multiple players, some that are here, some that are gone. This isn't just a Zion issue. That's really like, and that's what I fear the narrative of this will ultimately turn into. They disciplined Zion. He got suspended 1 game. That's not the issue. The issue is that these people are not good at their jobs, and that has manifested itself in the lack of success. This thing should be about success and nothing less. And instead, it's just failure after failure, and it's allowed to happen. And it's just not good enough. And people should really like start to think about that. What you're supporting. I'm not saying don't support the team, but at the end of the day, it needs to stop being about all this family. Oh, we're a family. We're not family with these people. You are not family with anybody in that building. Nobody that watches this show is. Man, hold these people accountable when you get the chance. Ask them hard questions. Be tough on them, because we all deserve better.
Do y'all remember, Joe? Sorry to cut y'all off here, but do y'all remember there's a comment earlier on in the year? They were like, y'all are really hard on Zion. Y'all are too hard on Zion. It's like, this is...
Bro, you can't talk about anybody. They've never allowed us to talk about anybody. Like, me and Chris was having this conversation earlier about, yesterday about Redacted. And it's crazy because, when they lose, you can't critique them. When they win, you can't critique. When they lose, right, they tell you, KTSE, stay on that side. Be on that part of the couch, right? They get all, you know what I'm saying? They yeah. Thank you. I was searching for something. And then when you try to give them a little bit of praise, oh no, you can't give them any credit. You don't give them credit now. Like, you can't say what they should do better. You can't like, everybody treats these people like Make-A-Wish kids. They don't allow you to trade Herb Jones. What? Jose Alvarado is untradeable. Like, look at the fucking arguments we be having, either on the timeline or like the people in the comments sometimes. Not necessarily like this section, like the early iteration of the pod where like these people wasn't here. And it was just like a bunch of positive people. And like they just, yeah, man, like
man,
the whole shit reeks a loser.
I hate this comment. I hate this fucking comment. This fucking comment. If Wemby was late They would throw him into a fucking San Antonio prison, Lo. They would throw him into you.
I think that's what Lowe's is. He
No,
what
that's
he's
what he's
trying
saying.
to. No, that's what he's
No,
saying.
no, no,
Chris.
no, 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 yeah, no, but no, he's talking about
Yeah.
Zion. He's talking about Zion. He's talking about Zion. Look, you either know day one. It shouldn't take you long to realize what kind of person you're dealing with. You can look at someone's habits. You can look at someone's the way someone presents themselves, and you know more than likely you have enough observational skills to be able to figure out what kind of person you're dealing with. So you either know this person just built different, and he gonna fly alone, and he gonna be just fine on his own. Cause Ant different. Ant gonna shine wherever. That's just him. He making Minnesota. We don't know what the fuck's going on behind the scenes because Ant don't allow it. He's just a different breed. Chet don't count because he ain't the star of that damn team. And I forgot the other person that was up there outside. Wemby's around a grade A. Again, like Paolo's different. And Wemby's in a grade A class organization. The Pelicans are not that. So you have to know immediately what you are dealing with Zion and address it then. Okay, he can't do it by himself, obviously. He's not that individual. We got to help him. We have to help him, and we have to. Sometimes that help is tough fucking love. Sometimes that help is discipline early. The bubble stories are crazy. The bubble stories are fucking crazy. You just don't say, man, I don't know what we got here in Zion, and you just gonna let it happen and let it get worse? Do you think it gets better? You think he just grows up? Yeah, no worry, he'll figure it out as he gets older. No, motherfucker, you help him. You help him. You make him do it, or you continue to do. Ross, what is the one thing that in the history of Zion being in New Orleans he typically responds to every time? What is it?
Public criticism, getting called out, cussed out, but public criticism, public.
Every time. So if you know that, and you've known that over year after year after year after year, what the fuck are we doing? Why did you wait this long to suspend him?
If you'd have done this his rookie year, but that is the biggest issue. I see the comments and it's about Zion. I get all of that. We're not condoning Zion on this, but you could have avoided this. And so when you bring up names like Wemby and all these other people, we don't know that those people weren't immature right when they got in the NBA. We don't know that they didn't show up late for a practice. We don't know that because those teams, those real organizations likely nipped that shit right away so that it never got to this point. That's what we're trying to say is that you turned a blind eye to this. You enabled it to a certain degree because you ignored it. You allowed it to happen. They knew these things were happening. He was showing up late for shit, skipping shit, no showing for years. So I don't want to hear this now because you could have solved this issue 6 years ago. When you're sitting at a dinner table and your kid is 1 year old and he's flinging food off the table, you stop that shit right then and you fuss at him. You say, we don't do that. So that when you go out to eat with your family at a restaurant or whatever, they're not slinging shit all over the table because you've already took care of that shit at home right away.
Right away.
This is like adulting 101 and we fucked that up.
Go ahead, Fine.
Go ahead, Chaz.
Yo, I said this last year. I said this in private a lot, but it's like, man, we've alluded to this before, but it's the reason why David Griffin gets to kind of be on the low is because Zion casts a big shadow. And the truth is, again, I don't say this to be mean-spirited, but I don't give a fuck. Nobody cares about anyone else. I'm going to keep it real. If we told y'all today that DeJounte Murray was skipping treatments and missing treatments and just fucking off, showing up late, would you really care? Is you going to hear dun, 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 dun. Hey, point guard for the Spurs, no, the Hawks, the Hornets, the Pelicans, DeJounte Murray, he was nobody cares! No one gives a fuck about nobody else on this team. That's the point. We can tell y'all about a bunch of motherfuckers. Nobody cares about those people. Baseball football, he's a mouse. No one cares. He's a fucking mouse. Okay, nobody cares. So that's why David Griffin has to be addressed. You have to start at the top. You have to start with the authority figure, because clearly he's not positioning the organization to succeed that has been entrusted to him. Five, you wanted to go ahead?
No, it was cool. Are you good? Just you're on mute again. It's okay.
The rust, man. Working the rust off. 350 people in here. Make sure you smash the like button. Appreciate everybody.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
We'll get the super chats. So this is what we'll do. We'll do super chats, and then we're gonna open up the line for y'all to come in and talk. We'll give you about a minute and a half tonight. Say what you want. Is that too?
Nah, bro.
Let's go with the flow.
Nah, fuck that. Nobody holding Zion accountable. This is the only show that shows accountability.
We ain't no motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting it paper. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to Pimp C, man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah,
My dog Chad.
It's been a long time. Where's
you didn't yeah, that was real sultry how you said that.
Hey, bro.
Go ahead.
The Lord.
Why is everything so
Why thank Coach Harbaugh? Fucking love you, man.
Like,
it's just not sexual to me, but it's fine.
Who said anything about that?
Chris
Hold on.
Hold on, wait. Go ahead. What that?
No, go ahead. Smokey's.
We just had. Hold on. We just had history just happened. You're the only person in Pro Pals Talk history to get 3 pauses back to, like, you got 3 in a row. That's crazy. Like, I've never seen a performance like this before. It's incredible.
Oh shit! I was looking for you're a problem. You're a real problem. And I don't know what that video is. We got so many fucking videos in the
You're a problem.
We let Justin back
I
on
remember
the
that one.
varsity show. We should have made him do a podcast after like a squadron game by himself. Just
Speaking of that, Ross, my bad. Shout out to Antonio Reeves, man.
Yeah.
35 points.
Shout out
14 make field goal, make 64%. Shout out to Rumble, young man. Rumble. Appreciate that, dog.
Shout out Antonio.
Justin,
All right.
Justin, you pod like Jason Whitlock right now, bro. Get that shit.
Hey, man.
big old rack.
You're right, bro.
At least you're not one of those media members that's on Griff's big old sack. That peanut butter sack of his.
Yeah. Never. 504 boy. Appreciate the super chat. 2750.
Oh, yo, appreciate you, big brother. Is that from the early on, right?
I think that was early on.
Okay.
I was just go through all the super
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good.
Wants to teach, if she wants to be a porn star, based on what I saw in that video,
Maybe she retired.
I don't think she's gonna make a lot of money. Based on what I saw in that video, I don't think she's gonna be at a top tier status. That's a damn shame what I saw in that video. That's sickness.
Appreciate you, brother.
Ezekiel super chat $10. Time is up. Zion, appreciate you. Trey, peace. Puggy's got lucky Sixers didn't have a center. Will Chill, appreciate you. Justin.
Damn.
We're so proud of you, sugar.
Oh, Grandma.
Say, could you lay 1,000 on Grandma Gray?
Come on now, Grandma just gave you $1,000 what? 2 days ago.
Well, what the fuck is the matter with you? I had to get my hair fixed and my nails. Shit, you want me to style, don't you? Shit. What the fuck? Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Kashan Patel, $3 super chat. Bad win and one Cooper flag. I agree.
Appreciate you, fam.
Sam, appreciate the super chat. What's the most?
Shout out to dog Sam, man.
Sam.
We'll go Lito. What's the most optimistic outlook for Zion? Love the show, fellas. Appreciate you, Sam.
I don't know. Like having an answer to that would mean that I'm still on that narcotic. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta buy back in, and I gotta believe. And I don't know. Go ahead.
I got an idea. Zion, like me, we sort from the country, right? And what I tend to think that all people from the country that come to New Orleans need is a New Orleans woman. You know what I'm saying? I think he needs somebody stable in his life. And nobody can give you stability like a New Orleans woman. Think about it. Think about it. It'll change your life. You might have a little headache, but you'll grow from it. You'll grow from it, brother. Tell him. Think about it.
Shout out Ocean Tide.
Ocean Tide.
You get $1, you get $1. Everybody gets $1. Shout out to Lido for
thank you,
Ocean
Ocean
Family
Tide.
for Chaz monologues. Appreciate you, Ocean Tide. Gaming, high school arenas that seat less or nicer. Smoothie King Center is trash.
Facts.
Do y'all think it's one of the worst? Do y'all think it's the worst arena in the league?
No,
I mean, I haven't been.
no, I was
What's worse, Chris?
The Wizards is bad.
It's Capital One, right? That's the Capital One arena. Isn't that new?
No,
The
It's
Wizards
not?
one is god awful.
It's bad.
terrible. Yeah.
Houston isn't great either.
The thing I like
Orlando's
about
pretty bad too. Now I think about it.
the thing that I like about Houston, they have like these like VIP sections like underneath the corridor, which is pretty dope, and they're like all connected. So that's why I kind of give them the leg up on Smoothie King Center. They don't have nothing like that.
Okay,
It's
gaming?
bad though. It's bad. I mean, it's
It's not good. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
Houston
not
got a
good.
lot of bitches too. I mean,
worse.
unstable creatures. Houston got a lot of unstable creatures.
I think best in the nation.
I concur.
Wow. Gaming, it'll spend more. Our arena is disgusting. Those seats smoke infested from the 60s. Most garbage arena. High school gyms out here nicer.
Dang, he said it's like the fairgrounds. Appreciate you trying. It's fairgrounds, smoky as a motherfucker. Damn.
Oh, okay. Ezekiel, we're 8-30. You cucks, stop defending this team.
Amen.
What was it? What was it, Justin?
Cucks. I'm reading the comment. They pay.
Stuff you've been selling on the street.
Is your money good?
You know what? They pay the money. I read the damn comment. Okay.
Yo,
all right, Leo. You did
I'm
some
glad,
shit too.
I'm glad you just said read the comment, because the last time you said something like that, it went up. It's okay.
It wasn't sexual to me.
Caught it though.
Wow.
He caught it.
Oh, Carl. Yeah, the bubble stories. when he leaves, talk about the bubble stories. There was a comment saying, yeah, this is it. AML 13. Why is pre-post treatment optional? It's not optional. He just doesn't show up.
That makes it
Not
optional.
He makes it optional. He
Well-
just doesn't show up. It's not just one time, 2 times. It's like all the time.
Well, if that's the case, then why is everything optional? It seems like.
Oh, it is, Jared. Yeah.
What are we like?
How
we're not
many
just talking
times
about.
do you think he's shown up late to a flight? How many times? Seriously,
I take
because it got
the
to a
over.
point. It got to a point where they're like, we have no other option.
Which is fine, but I'm saying there are other things that are optional that shouldn't be optional as well. Like, hey man, it's a lot of things that go on in this organization that like most people don't even know about or even think about.
Shout out to Dan Rizzi. These motherfuckers had a 53-man roster, active roster, probably a 75-man roster, including the practice squad. They wasn't stretching before games.
Yeah.
They didn't even have a warm period.
Have y'all talked about Oshner? Have y'all talked about the 10-year extension for Oshner?
No.
Okay, so Gale comes out a couple days ago, and there's no. It's very obvious the Saints and Pelicans are always hurt a lot lately. Pelicans have had a lot of soft tissue injuries. So have the Saints. And what Chaz is talking about, interim head coach Darren Rizzi, in like one of his first couple days, says that he's going to change up the stretching routine and deal with all the soft tissue issues. And it's like, that's not his job. His job is to coach football. But you have I know, Jeff, but you have a performance team dedicated for this in Oshner. And yet we still have the same problems every single year. And then we're like, let's extend them for another decade. And everyone's celebrating it. And no one wants to talk about the actual problem is Oshner. Delvin Breaux, Michael Thomas. Who was the other one? I keep always forgetting his name, Chaz. Who was the other third Saint?
Keenan Lewis, maybe.
Keenan Lewis. It's all public information, Jared. You were literally looking up information like a couple months ago on this shit. Go read about Delvin Breaux. Go read about Michael Thomas.
Yeah, follow the money, man.
Herb
It
Jones.
seemed like in a very odd time to announce, like to do that and announce that after a historically injured season for the Saints, and you're in the middle of a historically injured season for the Pelicans. Like, what an odd time to re-up that and to announce it. Like, I can't think of a more tone deaf announcement. Like, are you just totally unaware of your surroundings, or I know they're aware of it, they just don't care. It's pure arrogance. That's all it is.
After you five, I got something to say. Go ahead.
Okay,
Five.
cool. Justin, you sent us a text today about something, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's happening!" Right? I'm not gonna
The sirens.
I'm not gonna discuss. But that what you sent us today connects to what Ross is talking about, in my theory. Right? I think it's time. Like, time is up. So let's lock them in for 10 years. And there's no way anybody else can get out because
Kind of like the Cox deal.
I'm sorry.
The
Cox Communications. Cox Communications. That's what he said.
Cox Communications deal.
Yeah.
Come on, Chaz, bro. Come on.
No, I didn't hear you.
No.
Oh, you said hole the other show. Okay, you were talking about holes. Okay, let's
it's okay.
We ain't no motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting it paper. You know what I'm talking about?
But
all I said was what happened.
But that also lends to that point. Like, let's lock this organization in, Oshner, and said person gets a kickback from it down the road.
Yeah.
It's a good point there, Jared. Didn't think about that.
You know what I think, and you got to always take into account the messenger. There's people who say, Gail, she doesn't like to be embarrassed and things of that nature. We really have no evidence of that. Gail's been a part of several scandals, right? Some more insidious than others. She's had, quite a few scandals. This team is terrible, right? She's had several injury scandals. I don't think Gail's aware of any type of optics or things of that nature. You can say, the Pelicans PR team, but it's like, that's another thing that was dumb as a motherfucker to me, right? Think about this, right? So you just usher out you just usher out this Zion story, right? Oh, he worked harder than ever, all this shit, right? You totally undo all of your hard work and lying the following day. But all that shit we told y'all before, yeah, that's not true. Yeah, he's suspended. So it's just like, I just don't think, to me, it operates like classic New Orleans. Like, it's not a real thing, bro. It's just not a real thing. It's a trinket. It's, it's cool, but most people in other places, they have to work on Mardi Gras. It isn't like a real holiday. The mailman works.
So, all right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop the link here. Lala, if you could you just pin it on YouTube so everyone can click? So if you want to come talk, hit the link. If you have questions for the panel, if you want to rant for a little bit, we'll lay on the show. Make sure you obviously smash the like button. Appreciate all the sponsors, as always, powered by 4D, Sunshine, John Deere, Standard Mortgage, DraftKings, and Theo's Best Pizza in the City, of course, Scott Vicknair Injury Law Firm. Have y'all talked about the game? I didn't even watch a second.
Yeah, we talked all 4 quarters, man. It was riveting.
4 quarters, you really got it.
Spoke about that.
Spoke about that, yeah, got it. I don't know, Chaz, go ahead. I don't know if you got any other questions or until someone comes up.
I mean, I'm just at the point where, look, I don't know how much. I was gonna say where do you go from here, but to me, I don't really think that nothing. Again, I don't think anything matters if you're going to keep the same leadership in place. At this point, they're doing everything they can to embarrass themselves. So, I think Gail somewhere drinking cream soda, eating ice cream for dinner. I don't think Gail's really like handling the day to day and the people. Even if you want to say entrust the ownership group, they're failing on the other side of the street. You know, you got fucking Dennis Allen coming out with a fucking tell-all interview. Who interviews a guy like Dennis Allen? Like, come on, man. Who gives that fucking platform? Who you think he must think he me? So this guy, you know, he's like, hey, they're wrong firing me. And, you know, supposedly you have this quote that's attributed to Mickey Loomis, like, you know, the Allen and Dennis didn't really get a fair shake. And it's like, this is what you're dealing with in the building, bro. This is what you're dealing with. There's like mold in the building. You gotta just do away with all these people, man. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah.
This sucks.
Yeah. Gal can't, you know, bail these people out. Not gonna work this time, Gal.
So Marcus says, my thing is people are saying tank for the one pick, but what in history has showed you they know what to do, handle that situation, Chris? Does Chris know it's the questions to him?
What's her? Oh,
Ross, you want to answer that one?
Yeah, I will. Well, it's clear that they don't, but it's about talent acquisition, and the hope is you get the first overall pick, and these people are all gone. Like Griff has to be gone. Obviously, I think Willie will be gone. I'm sorry, Bill. So it's really more about talent acquisition than it is about like having people in place. I mean, we know these people are bums. We just spent, and I mean, hell, we spent a couple of years telling y'all that, but we just spent the last hour being real specific about it. But I mean, in either case, you still have to draft players, and I would rather take the number 1 pick than like the number 9 pick.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike. We got Mike wrote me in that super chat. Say, I think he mean with Herb's injury. Will Herb's injury hurt his trade value? Has CJ value gone up? Panel?
I think Herb's done for the year. I don't think he's definitely not being traded this year. He'll probably elect for surgery, and that'll be that. And I think it's the right move. I think Herb has been dealing with the shoulder, clean it up, get ready for 2025, 2026, and go from there. There's no point in Herb Jones coming back. There's literally 0 point. For the second part of the question, Chaz, what was the
CJ's value?
Oh, CJ. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we talked about this in the chat, guys. Like, contenders going to overpay for CJ. I wouldn't ship him right now. Like, I'd wait a little bit longer because
shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. I don't know if his value can get.
18 in the first quarter.
That dude too. Outside of whatever game that was when he maybe 2 games ago. Yeah, that maybe the Minnesota game.
Yeah.
Outside of that dude's been hooping. He's had a hell of a month since he came back from that injury, playing crazy minutes, ultra efficient. I mean, he's been.
Can I ask
shout
you
out
this?
to him?
Can I ask you this?
He's been good.
Do y'all think CJ ever asks out this year? Like,
I think he already has.
You think he already has?
Yeah.
No, we talked. I mean, that was you really do think he's already?
Yeah, I think it's understood. I think it's understood. But I'm sad to see Herb go because Herb was like the Mia X of the tank. Like, to me, if Herb plays tonight, Pelicans lose. So I'm sad to see Herb go. I thought Herb was really helping with this tank, truthfully. But fuck it, get the surgery. It's not worth playing and risking further injury. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not worth it. All right, Co, we got a couple here. So Co, welcome to the show, man. What's going on?
Whoa, what's up with y'all, bro?
Whoa.
So look, I feel like, every time, y'all drop the link or whatever, we always talk about something like serious. Since the season already over with, let's talk about something that don't really even matter, but it matters. What y'all think we should do for as uniforms? Because I'm tired of these 2013 as uniforms.
I think they need a complete rebrand. So I agree with you. I like the purple joints, but I would like to see, more intuitiveness when it comes to them, putting something together. Like just branding from a general standpoint, like why doesn't anything in the arena match what you're doing on the floor and then on your socials, like it's not all cohesive in a sense. So I would like to see them do something like that. We'll put together a true brand package and put everything together. Hopefully we'll get a new owner that can do that.
Hey, I like to answer that question too. I can't specifically tell you what vision I have for the uniform, but I'm gonna say this based on where they are and richly what the city has. Is so many ways that they could go. They have so many options, and equally so, the amount of talent that you have in the city. Like, don't go getting no fucking designer from Los Angeles or New York or California. Like, if you really want to dig into what the city has going on, tap into the talent into the city and creatively get them to help you in that process.
Shout out to my dog Ryan. He be designing his own Pelicans apparel. Shout out to him. Be doing this thing. I really to answer your question, Cole. I think they should wear brown because they're shitty. So anything brown works for me. I think that's applicable.
Co, appreciate you, man. As always,
I appreciate y'all.
Be safe, big dog.
All right, Kevin coming on. Kevin, what's up, man?
What's up, Kevin?
What's up, Kevin?
Guys. Great to talk to y'all. I've been following y'all for a couple years now, and I love your takes. I love your passion. Unfortunately, I like it more than I like the Pelicans at this point in time.
Appreciate you, Kevin.
Appreciate you, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin.
I mean, I'm a lifelong basketball fan. My idol was Pistol Pete. Went to his basketball camp in Mandeville in 1979. Got to see everything he did. He blew by me on the causeway going 90 miles an hour. Didn't know it was him. I mean, anyway, as an avid basketball fan and lover, it just upsets me and pisses me off to no end to see what's going on with this franchise. I mean, it's like the thing that pisses me off the most is the fact that it seems like nobody in that organization gives a shit about the fans. And I know we're not the end all be all, but at some point we are. And I just don't get why they're so tone deaf as to what's going on here.
Kevin, can I ask you a question? Does it feel different this time? Like, does it feel like they care less than they ever cared before? It hurts just as much.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, 6 years of Zion at his salary rate. I mean, Drew Brees gave him his jersey on day one before he even got into the team. I mean, he was anointed. Yep. We didn't put any expectations on him. We were just happy to have him. Yep. All he had to do was show up and be him, and he couldn't even do that.
Damn.
That's you know,
Cook, Kev.
And
Cook.
For them to not say anything publicly at all, just say, hey, at least in a couple of weeks, we're going to have something to say. Mm-hmm. Something. I mean, crickets all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like watching the news and seeing how the government treats its citizens. It's like everybody's just oblivious to everybody else's concerns but their own. And this organization is a prime example of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there's go ahead.
That's well said, Kevin. Who else?
Shout out to you, Kevin.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Lito, you want to, or Lito, Chris Ross? Yeah, go
I'll
ahead. Appreciate you, Kevin.
I appreciate y'all and welcoming.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you for pulling up.
Appreciate you, Kevin.
Yeah, agree with everything you said, Kevin.
Yeah,
with everything you said.
Hey, I'm sitting here.
Go ahead.
Huh?
No.
I was saying I'm sitting here playing video games right now. But I wanted to say that I really appreciate Kevin's comment and his support, his lifelong support, and the support of the show. Everything he said was spot on. That's dope. To see someone that's been around as long as he has, really showing love and talking, you know, because I mean, if we're gonna keep it real, you know, I think that it makes a bigger difference when folks like him come out and say this shit stinks. I watch people, you know, this shit sucks, and it does. So shout out to Kevin.
That's why I wanted to ask him, like, does it feel different this time? Because it's like you just feel like it's hopeless at this point. It's like really,
but you know
before,
what?
You could talk yourself into some shit, but now it's like, bro, just something drastic has to change. Like that's how it feels.
At some point, I want to talk about that. And it doesn't have to be now, but I want to talk about that at some point.
All right, but Prospect, what's up, bro?
You.
Whoa, what up, Prospect?
I'm chilling. Say, man, whoever that was said them purple jerseys is nice. Put the pipe down. Put the crack away. The jerseys is horrible, bro.
Yo, shout out to DJ. DJ like, yo, these are the best jerseys they got. shout out to DJ.
Man, we gotta hold them accountable, bro. That's some copy and paste shit. That's the same black jerseys from last season. They just went from black to purple. They didn't put no effort in that, man. Y'all could have just left them black. The black ones look better. Like, what are they doing? And second of all, let me say they got some haters in the chat that be watching, dog. Cause remember I told y'all, I was doing a little inside job. I had got hired at Benson Towers. I was working like 3 days a week, right?
Right.
Man, last week these bitches fired me talking about insubordination. I was on time every day. So we got a bull in the chat. We gotta find them, dog.
Yo, it's not the Prospect.
And then check this out. Yeah. Look, I got my sources. You dig? But look,
right.
I just so happen to run across Willie Green. Check this out. I just so happen to run across Willie Green, right?
Right.
This motherfucker staying some condos in the 17th in the hood.
Oh man.
So if you don't care about where you live and your safety, I know you don't give a damn about this team, dog.
Prophet said Willie Green on Wick.
Like, bro,
give that to Willie Green and tell him I want him out of here in 24 hours. And 23 of them are already gone. You understand?
Get a voucher, bitch.
Stay, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Look, I seen him pulling in the parking lot. So I parked my car and I walked around the parking lot because they got the parking lot gated off. And I'm like, Willie, you don't deserve no damn Porsche. You need to be driving a big wheel, you trash bastard.
Oh my God. Wait,
he gonna tell me he gonna call the cops.
Perfect, please.
He threatened to call the cops on me, man. Get him the hell out of here.
You a fucking snitch. You ain't even say nothing wrong. That's all you said?
That's all I said, bro. I ain't even really hard up threatening.
Oh, yeah, that dude's soft, bro.
Well, we know that.
I'm like, damn, bro, they really soft.
Prospect,
man.
Appreciate you, man.
They cottonelle soft, man.
That's cold, bro.
I gotta get Mose and Ezekiel up here, so appreciate you, Prospect.
Oh, but look, man, y'all come swing by my other gig. I'm sure Ross told y'all where I work at. Y'all come swing over there, holler at your boy. I'm gonna hook y'all up.
We'll pull up.
Appreciate you, bro.
We're gonna pull up.
Later, dog.
Willie treat his neighbor
Mose,
like that.
what's up, Mose? Go ahead.
What up, Mose?
What up, Mose?
Can you hear Mose? Can you hear us?
What's good with it, bro?
What up, Mose?
Hey, yo, Mose.
Mose tired, man. He's tired of this team.
Ezekiel, welcome to the show.
Whoa, what up, Zeke? What's up, big dog?
What's good?
You muted, Zeke.
We're 0 for 2 here. You're muted, Ezekiel. How do we unmute him?
My bad. Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah. That's my bad.
Look, man, I'm in the middle of moving, and I know one place I ain't about to go, and that's over there at Smoothie King Center. So you tell me that we got old chairs, we got mold in the building, we're housing a terrorist. What's his name? Billy Green?
That's Bill, yeah.
I know where I'm not going. First of all, appreciate it. I appreciate y'all doing what y'all do because this is the only way I can stomach this damn team. Pause. This is the only way. Like, first of all, hashtag capture the flag. That's all this damn team is about right now. Just trying to get that number 1 pick. But knowing us, we ain't gonna even do that. We're gonna mess around, get the 9th pick, draft a 6'4" center or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. All I'm gonna say is, look, all else I gotta say is appreciate the gear. Appreciate it.
Hell
appreciate
yeah,
it.
Sir.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
I know Lito's got some give him credit shirts too now. And Chaz has some. Chaz, you got the
Yeah. I'm raising money for the
pull him
kids.
up.
Yeah, it's for the
Ezekiel,
kids.
appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate
Thanks,
you,
man.
Zeke,
No
bro.
problem, man.
I'm out of here,
rap, brother.
y'all keep being y'all thing. I'm out of here.
Appreciate
We're
you,
gonna
bro.
rap, brother. Yo, so I got these shirts, right? It's for the kids. We're all patriots on the show. You got the red, the white, and of course the blue. Those tears are real. Yeah. So what's that?
Can someone clean up the show real quick, please?
Clean up the show.
He know what he said. Don't worry about it.
I don't know. I don't know what. Let's sage it. Just off GP. Oh wait, my bad. That's the wrong one. Hold up. That's the wrong one.
Smoking that smoke, doing that coke, dealing that dope, giving up hope, gang banging.
How does one become the drug dealer? How does one apply for the drug dealer?
I was just
and they dress them up like, the shit. How does one get that job?
Apply for the drug dealer.
You gotta stop saying that.
Oh, what up, Mose?
What the business is, Mose?
Yo, man, check this out. I really don't give a fuck about this shit no more. I'm gonna be honest with you. All I want Chaz to do is go find that Francis Tiafo clip when he go crazy on the referee in Shanghai.
Oh, that was you in the chat? I got you. I got you.
And that's what I want you to play, because that's how I feel about this whole shit. Go play that, man. Play that, and you're gonna see how I feel. I don't give a damn about no chairs, no mold, and no basketball experience. We're in a fucking basketball game, and I wouldn't even goddamn care if we were playing outside. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Man, this whole shit just sucks. I mean, that's where I'm at. So I don't want to hold y'all, man. I like listening to y'all, but at this point, man, all this shit is falling on deaf ears, man. You know what I'm saying? We just talking to ourselves talk. I've been through the 1970s and the 80s with the Saints, with John Meekum and all them clowns. So we right back there again with the Saints and the Pelicans, man. Gail need to sell the team, man, or with shit to get off the pot, like the people say in the hood, man. Because this is Gail Benson, bro. This is her show. She is the one that's letting all of this shit go on, man. Man, give it up. Give it up. Sell the team. Sell the team. Let all, like my man said, let them move, man. Because I'm sick of these people, man. I'm just sick of being a fan, man. Why couldn't I be born in Golden State or some goddamn where? You know what I'm saying, man? Or LA or Boston, man. At least you can pull for something incredible. But man, this is our birthright. These sorry ass teams, man. This shit is crazy, man. Man, I wish my people would have moved to the when the exodus took place from the south. Why we didn't move? Fuck.
Great migration. The great migration.
The great migration. But we stayed down here, man. We gotta suffer with these sons of bitches. We gotta suffer with them, man.
Mo, you could have been in Chicago somewhere, Mose.
Yeah, I could have been a Bulls fan when Jordan was there.
You gotta send Mose some shirts, Justin. We need Mose information.
I'll tell you, Mose.
Mose, I ain't wearing that shit. Fuck these dudes.
Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with them, bro. I love y'all, bro. I support. I don't want nothing to do. Man, that shit janky, man. Man, it's crazy, bro. I look forward to hearing y'all after the game, because the games ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at least we get some real information on what's going on with Zion and all that kind of stuff. I can't understand how I'm gonna pay a man that amount of money and he gonna come to work and do what the hell he want. Man, I don't give a damn who you are. If you get my money, you gonna do what the hell you supposed to do. Now, I know you're a grown man, but we got certain protocols that we gotta follow. If you're not gonna follow that, man, I'm releasing that shit to the public. He don't come to work on time. He don't do what he got to do. Man, who the hell is Zion? Zion ain't done shit. He ain't nobody. What has he done? What has he done, man? That's what I'm saying. I don't even understand how you treat a guy like that. You scared to leave. This motherfucker get gone. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, I had a partner one time said, man, you better off if your woman come home and say she want to leave. Hey, if you ready to leave, I'm ready for you to leave. You better off. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I ain't trying to make nobody love me. You don't love me, man. That's some bullshit. I don't want you. Let me cry and lose my 30 pounds in 2 weeks and go about my business.
Mose, I got something for you, Mose. Check us out.
Could you imagine Griff at a press conference and somebody just get him and say, "Fuck you, man."
Just fuck you. Mose, appreciate you, man. I gotta get Daniel up here, but Mose,
Appreciate it, Mose.
you.
Please call back
Thanks,
in,
man.
boy.
What's up? What's up, Daniel? Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, yo, what's up?
What's good? What's good? That's Chef, man. What's happening, fellas?
Whoa, Chef, my
What up,
partner.
Chef?
What's happening, Chef?
What's going on, Chef?
Man, let's bring some positivity in here, man. So if y'all was ranking, on some fat person stuff, or what y'all got? French fries, tater tot, onion rings. What y'all ranking those there, man? Because tater tot is insane.
I don't eat fries. I don't eat onion rings.
You got them joint seasoned curly fries.
Onion rings. I got onion rings last.
Nah, you
That's
are
crazy. Yeah,
I can't eat onion rings, dog.
That's an unsophisticated palate that says something like
Onion
that.
rings. Look, do you get like?
I like.
What about the bloom? Y'all eat the bloom?
Yeah, I mean that's straight, but onion rings with a cold brew. Oh, y'all
look,
tripping, man.
Hey, look, I can listen. Check this out.
He said an unsophisticated palate.
He said like his frog legs or some shit.
Oh, nah, yeah, I'm good. Hey, but no, real talk though, man. I feel like we're not giving your boy DG enough credit, man. We got to give credit when it's due. What's up with y'all? I'm disappointed.
Man.
We're not giving no credit out today.
Hey, man.
We could hold on.
I didn't wear the shirt.
We might
Got
have
any credit? Yeah,
I need one of them, man. I need one of them, man.
Man, how
send him the shirt, and then we'll get a Christmas ornament made. You still got that thing up?
I've been stalling, bro. I thought about putting the monitor on them. Like, fuck that, man. I don't feel like going in that attic, dog. That shit aggravating. But I don't feel like going up there. But
this bitch gonna stay up till Halloween.
Oh yeah, that bitch gonna stay up till Easter.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. It's man. I've been getting with these fellas, man. You know, to each his own, man. Y'all find a hobby, man. You know, I've been trying to start my pod back up. It ain't nothing to talk about, bro. So that's why I'm like, man, fuck all this shit, man. I'm gonna just chill, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and get back on my golf game, man. It's cold, but I'm gonna go ahead and work on my golf game, man, and just live and love life, man. There's no point of stressing about these sorry motherfuckers, bro. They suck. So it is what it is at this point, man. You know, I'm gonna just watch and lose some money betting, but that's all I'm doing, bro.
Hey,
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Chef.
Appreciate you, big Chef.
Appreciate you, dog.
Brother. Later, man. Wow, we had some really good call-ins. Carl, also just Carl. We've got Carl. Also just on with you on Sonic being legit. Went there the other day and folks sleeping.
Ain't no Sonic where I'm at.
All right.
What'd you say just now, Justin?
Wazam with you.
Man.
Wants to teach if she wants to be a porn star based on stripping down butt naked, bending over, and showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair. This is a disgrace and a shame.
Yeah. I don't know how in the fuck everybody look Ross. They would have to put me out the press conference.
How is this whole interview like? How have we chopped this whole fucking interview up? And it's being used in a variety of different scenarios now. This is.
Oh man, it was crazy. They probably could have won tonight, but they really didn't.
Yeah. Nope. Why would you be trying to win?
We had look when Justin stopped doing that. When Justin stopped typing, Justin getting detail, all kind of shit. Coach Knapp, let's talk. shit getting real. Y'all just don't know. Y'all may be like them other people.
Look, man, I felt it when my man Mose came on and just said, "Man, I'm sick of this shit."
Straight up.
Yeah, bro.
I feel you, dog. I feel you.
Fucking prospect. What's up, Gaming? Go ahead.
What's up, game man?
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Loud and clear.
I don't got much to say today. All I really would wish is on airline. You know, imagine this. You got a camera. You pan in, right? Pan in inside the airline drive, the Pelicans facility.
I'm with
you. Pels trials.
Oh.
David Griffin is being arrested. You're being arrested. Orleans Parish sheriff's there taking him out. This is my dream. I've seen it. Trust me. We're going to get there.
Dun, 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 dun.
Appreciate you, gaming.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for all the support, man.
Appreciate you, Turner.
Appreciate you. When's Pell's trial coming back?
Just hold on. Hold on, brother. Just be cool.
Very soon. Very soon. I wish we had something to fucking argue about.
Man, you can't put a predator like Griff in a cell. Griff, you know how many cartons of smokes Griff would get? Griff would be running that bitch. He like, hey, let me put a stop to this. But man, I can't believe we're here again, man. It's sad, bro.
300 people in there. Y'all got anything else? I was gonna say we'll be live again Sunday after this.
I had a question. Check this out, right? What if, and this might not be the worst case scenario, what if Zion just decided to say, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm not playing again anyway. Fuck y'all. I came back. I showed what I could do. It is what it is at this point. Now, if you got the balls to trade me. And if not, we're gonna get an understanding around this motherfucker. I ain't never late. The flight don't leave till I get there. I ain't never late. Like, what if he just drop his nuts like that, pause. He just like, this how it's going from now on. We're gonna get an understanding. You, the bald head bitch, you're out of here. You, Bill E. Green, you're fucking out of here. You're out of here. Like, yo, that would be crazy.
That's a bit of a like an exaggerated scenario, but I wish he would go in and say, I ain't playing for Willie Green again. Bill, get Bill out of here. I ain't showing back up. Like, get him fired. Like, you want to make a positive impact. Like, there you go. To start there. And then if you want to move on to Baldy, go ahead and do that too. Yeah. But the problem is he don't play. The problem is he don't play enough. Like, if he was playing more, he could do that. But it's still this awkward scenario of like, yeah, hey, no, but you do always have hamstring and fat issues or whatever. So we got to get the fat issues. We still got to get those straight.
What about Jordan Hawkins?
What do you mean, his game tonight?
Yep.
Yeah,
I thought he played well for what I saw of the game. I just followed the
I followed a couple of tweets and I was just like, yeah, Jordan Hawkins having a good game. All right, we got to do it for like the next week. You know, like you can't just have 5 bad games, 1 good game.
No, I want to compliment Bill a little bit. I'll say Bill has done a good job at beating the Sixers consistently over the last few years. And Paul George is trash now, but he's done a good job at neutralizing Paul George over the last few games. If I wanted to give a motherfucker any type of praise, I wanted to, just throw some positivity out there. They be beating the piss out the Sixers. The Sixers in Minnesota we just always play a really good game against those two teams. So I got to give whoever's doing the scouting on that some problem.
Yeah, I'm with you. Paul George averaging 16 points a game on like 39% shooting. He's doing a hell of neutralizing himself.
Yo, I want to ask y'all this. Dog, Lowry and Paul George might have 2 of the worst contracts in the NBA right now. Like, Lowry about to be 28, right? The Jazz, if I'm not mistaken, OKC owns the Jazz's top 10 pick. No, the Jazz's pick is top 10 protected, then top 8 protected moving forward. So the Jazz have to tank.
Yeah.
Like, they have to tank. And you just gave Lowry about to get like $40-something million. This is crazy for 4 fucking years. And he playing like shit right now. It's crazy. Things could be worse.
Would you trade Brandon for Lowry right now?
Hell, motherfucking yeah. I wouldn't think twice. I'll deal with this redhead bastard when I get a chance to. Worst case scenario, I just call ice on him. But like shit, we gonna keep this shit the way it is. Like, yo, this motherfucker's contract is crazy. Justin, 43, 45, 47. Is Lowry marketing?
Then we wait.
Hold on. Yeah, you were, but last year I feel like hold on.
I wanted Lowry as the final piece, not as the central figure of a team. Like if we would have
But
traded,
he'd have
for
got that
Lowry,
same money here. He'd have gotten that exact same contract.
I think
It's hard to like.
I think it's different if you say like, all right, look, Brandon, he's staying. CJ, whatever, right? We traded Jonas and picks for Lowry. Now your luxury tax team, you gotta just go for it. Like this is the team. You're going for it with this team. But if you're trying to Lowry like as your guy and you're building around him, it's kind of crazy. Like,
do you think though? I don't think they. I mean, I never got the sense that like they re-signed Lowry to build around him. I think they just re-signed him.
Oh, you have to trade him
to buy more time so that they could trade him. Because if they didn't like the deals they were getting, it's not like they had anything to lose. I mean, like he wasn't gonna help like push them out of the top. I think that never felt to me like he could go somewhere else on a better team, and I think we might not have that opinion.
I just wonder how his contract will age now, because like even with Paul George on his current contract, y'all think he like really tradable?
No. He misses a shitload of games. I mean, like I don't know.
Lowry
Man.
does too
Like
now,
yeah, but like I mean, but if Lowry was in like, let's say that trade to Golden State had gone through, and he was playing with Steph and Draymond Green and like we might, it might be like, oh yeah, it's a going rate for a dude that can get you 25 and knock down wide open three. Like I don't know, like where he is on that team that's purposely. I think it was 5. It was saying like they're elite at losing games.
Yeah,
like that they should win. Like
and they got some good players too.
Yeah,
man.
like they are one of those teams that's like we are losing on purpose. Like we are in an effort to lose. It's hard to judge somebody in that situation because I just
think
like the Pelicans are trying to win.
Yeah, we trying to win.
Yeah.
I just think it's like looking at his contract, I'm like, damn, and y'all have to tank. Clearly, he's not going to want to stay with a tanking situation, but he makes so much money. It's like, where do I trade a guy like this now in this new CBA with $40-something million? Like
they seem like a one more year team to me. Like,
you think so?
if we can get the first overall pick and go get Cooper Flag, and then we cash in some of these picks. Maybe you try to get you try to trade for one of the point guards, and then you see what you have. But they always felt when they re-signed him, it felt like, okay, we'll just kick the can another year, see if we can be bad, see if we can get.
Yeah, man, it's tough right now. It's tough.
Well, hour 38. So we'll be live Sunday night. Thanks for everybody that do the super chats that join the show. Chaz, Chris, Jarrett, Lito, Ross, just man, absolutely incredible. It's been we're 8. What are we?
8 and 31, I believe.
8 and 31, man.
8 and 31. So that's 39 games, 39 recaps. The only show to do that for the Pelicans. So appreciate y'all. The only channel. Appreciate all the comments. We'll see y'all Sunday night after the Celtics game. Of course, always thanks to all the sponsors: Theo's 4D, DraftKings, John Deere, Sunshine, Standard Mortgage, and of course Scott Vicknair Injury Law Firm. Once again, free tots tomorrow at Company Burger. Mention Propels Talk, you get free tots. We do it for
it's
the
that
people.
Easy.
We get back to the people. We actually give back to the people more than the team does. So
it's us.
Shout out to y'all, man. It's us. So we'll see y'all later.